Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today, we're moving into some more of Activity 2, and we really want to follow the instructions closely as there's a couple different parts going on. So the Google Slides we have been working through are found here, and we're going to read from slide 28 to 34. Yes, I can see that might be a lot for some, but it's okay. I'll go over the slides with you. And then there are 3 tasks we need to complete. So let's take a look at the slides here quickly. So going to slide 28, we're starting on making ethical decisions. And we make hundreds of decisions every day without realizing it. So ethical dilemmas require one to decide between right and wrong, or between what we know and what we should do and what we want to do. Decisions such as this not only require us to decide what we ought to and what we ought to do and what we want to do, but also on how we will choose to make the decision. So really decisions are using 3 different approaches in any person based on the results, based on the rules, and then based on the type of person you are. And how we decide is just as important as what we decide. So we'll come back to the activities here in a second. So decision-making strategies. Sometimes it's really hard to make a decision on our own, especially if maybe you're flying solo, maybe it's something you don't feel comfortable talking to other people about. But there are 3 resources here to really help you understand how to make success with the process of decision making. And I strongly encourage you to take a look at them all. And that's it for the slides. So if we look at the activities, the first one is the discussion board post called the Disney World Radio Giveaway. So you're going to read the scenario and then join your assigned discussion group to explain your decision. So be sure to explain your rationale for making this decision. When it says assigned discussion group, it just means the thread in general. So a local radio station is giving away an all expenses paid trip to Disney World for a child and their family. The following is a list of finalists the radio station has selected. Unfortunately, they can only give away 1 trip. How would you choose who wins this trip? So you're going to look over those 8 selections. And then you are going to respond to 2 peers. I'm not sure why it doesn't say that in here, but I will fix that here in a moment. So you're going to respond to 2 peers with your discussion board post, making sure you're really using this rubric to help understand what your posts and your responses to peers should look like. Going into the decision-making strategies quiz, you're going to be asked questions, and they're all multiple choice based, and they're to help understand the different ways you can make decisions here. And then finally, the personal decision-making process. So let's go to the assignment. So it's really hard to make personal decisions, especially at this point in life that many of you are approaching with leaving high school, maybe moving out on your own for the first time. So choosing a personal decision you need to make, or you have made in the past, you're going to use the decision-making process, which we've seen in a previous activity where we had the different case studies we had to look at, and illustrate your thinking process while you follow the decision-making. So what is the decision that needs to be made? So in other words, identify the problem. So maybe here for some of you, you would write choosing a university that is reasonable and provides the education I need to be successful in my future career as a vet, let's say. So what are some possible choices that you could make? So what the possible choices we could make here are going to Western. It's close to home. It is close to home. I'm not sure if Western has a vet program, but let's just run with this. Going to Trent in Peterborough, or going to Alberta for their livestock specific vet program. Okay. So then there are 3 solutions for each solution. You need 2 pros, 2 cons, just like before. And choose a solution. What would be the best choice and why? So you're going to choose the solution that you think in this moment, as you're kind of working through the decision, what you think the best choice would be, and explain it. So maybe you choose the one to go to Western. So going to Western because this way I can keep my current part-time job to help pay for expenses, and I am able to live at home at a reduced rate for rent. Okay, just an idea there. So imagine you move forward with the choice you have selected. What could go wrong, and how could this decision impact the people around you? So really think through, like, what could go wrong with living at home once you're 19, 20, 21 kind of thing. How could this decision impact the people around you? Think about your adults that you would be staying to live with, right? Rubric is here. As for due dates, they're down here. So the discussion board post is due on Friday. The decision-making strategy and the personal decision-making process, so the quiz and the assignment, are both due Monday. As always, reach out if you have any questions. I am happy and I'm here to help.